Hi and welcome to grvo TV, G's Reviews, Views and Opinions. My video today is regarding some questions I've had. This is Carly, by the way. Some questions I've had on YouTube and Flickr and various media regarding the Nikon 35mm 1.8 lens versus the Nikon 50mm 1.8 lens. Now, I've had both lenses, I've used both lenses, and I've sold both lenses, so I haven't got either of them. The 35mm I've only just recently sold, and the 50mm a while ago. So the first question is, which one should I buy? Now, both lenses are fantastic. Obviously if you buy the new 50mm 1.8, it's a bit dearer, but that autofocuses on all the Nikon cameras. If you buy the older one, it only focuses on the cameras with drive, like the D7000, but it won't autofocus on the D5100, etc. Now, the only person that can answer that question is you, and even you can't really answer that question, because there will be occasions, once you've bought the 35mm 1.8, that you'll want to be a bit closer and you can't get there. It's just not the ideal lens for the motion shooting. Now that's the downside of prime lenses, and that you'll get with any. If you get the 35mm, the 50mm, I mean the 85mm 1.8 is fantastic lens, but really specifically for portraits. So when you're buying prime lenses, you're really buying that lens for a specific job. The 35mm makes a great walking around lens, but you will be there in some situation wish you had a 50mm lens or whatever. The other question linked to that was, would they be good for wedding photography? Well, they'd be great for wedding photography if you don't mind changing lenses every 5 minutes and you're quick at doing that, or you've got multiple bodies. What I would suggest is buy the 35mm 1.8 first, because it's the cheapest and they're plentiful. You can get them new and used. I sold mine recently for about 120 quid. You know, it's cheap as chips, and it's a fantastic lens. Same with the 50mm. If you buy the older one, you can get them for, I've seen them go for between 60 and 100 pounds, which is the new price. The newer version obviously is a little bit more than that. So I would start off with the 35mm and see how you go, because you can always sell it and you'll get your money back and try something else. The other option, and specifically if you're looking at doing weddings, is to go for, and you're on a limited budget, is to go for something like this, which is the Sigma 18 to 50 2.8. I know you haven't got the 1.8, but 2.8 is pretty damn good when you compare that to your sort of standard lenses, kit lenses. This is an 18 to 105 I'm videoing on now, which is probably f4 to 5.6 or 3.5 to 5.6, whichever. So for ease of use and to cover, the ranges of 30mm, 50mm, a 2.8 lens, zoom lens, 18 to 50 is perfect for that, because then you've also got your wide option as well. And I think that's a better way to go. And if you're on a limited budget, and that's, I've done that for a couple of reasons. One, I don't like changing lenses so much. I do love having the 35mm lens, but what I found was once I'd got the 18 to 50, I tended just to leave the 18 to 50 on, and then I just didn't use the 35mm lens. So that's that. The downside, it's not quite as sharp as the 35mm or the 50mm, but it swings and roundabouts, so do what's best for you. The other thing, just a note on that, which someone said, well, the 35mm on my I think it was a D5100 they had, said that will be the equivalent to a 50mm. Well, it is equivalent on the 1.5 multiplication, but if you want what I call an old-fashioned 50mm walking around lens, which was what your eye sees, so if you look there and then you hold the camera up with a 50mm, you get the same image. Well, that's not what a 35mm lens does. I'm probably not explaining it well, but the perspective you get from the 50mm lens is the same on a DX body as it is on a full frame body, if that makes sense. It's still, if you put it out to your eye, is that walking around sort of perspective. the crop factor comes in, and it is what it says. It's a crop factor of 1.5, is because you lose a bit because it's not full frame, so you lose a bit off the sides and whatever. I probably haven't explained that particularly great, but go on YouTube, you'll find other people that probably explain it better than me. Don Bauer, I think, is probably someone who I'd look at. But just remember, if you want that perspective that what I see is what I get, then you still want to get the 50mm lens. So I hope that clears that up. Anyway, I hope that helps. My final answer is the 35mm 1.8 to start with. See how you get on. If you're not keen, sell it on eBay and get a 50mm 1.8. Or, what I think is the best option, depending on what you're going to do, go for the 50mm, the 18 to 50 2.8. You're going to spend a little bit more money, depending on what you get, but you can get them quite cheap. I picked up a Sigma Macro HSM 18 to 50 2.8 for 100 and I think it was about 160 quid including postage. So you don't have to spend a huge amount of money to get a good lens anyway. Anyway, I hope that helps. Cheers for watching, and please subscribe. Bye bye.